What's up, guys? Here at BMP, it is a great day. These guys are making some progress. So, old pole, new pole. So it looks like they've got all the poles, or the new ones, placed, and they've run some wire, some cable, all the way down to the Freedom Factory. So that means we're getting real close to removing these poles here, get these out of the way, get our entrance road paved, and it's time to open this place back up. So we're getting real close. We just announced our grand reopening will be September 6th. We'll have a street heat event. We're gonna do street heat with roll racing, because we do it sometimes with, sometimes without. So we're gonna throw a banger, do roll racing, drag racing, have some good food and some good company. I'm expecting this place to be packed, and I'm really excited for it. Here, I'm gonna show you guys some other stuff we've done. So, painted the concessions and bathrooms, updated the bathrooms. The guys are working on them still, but pretty much done. Got a utility sink that's gonna go on the other side of the wall for outside. So if the guys need to wash their hands after working on some cars, they're changing the urinal. We got diaper baby changing stations for both the men's and women's bathrooms. Got a nice door on here, signs here, and yeah, this will be really cool. This is a great idea. You know, you're at the track working on your car, get your hands all dirty, don't want to deal with going in the bathroom waiting in line. We'll have a nice utility sink out here. And then I think, aside from the poles, the next upgrade I'm probably most excited about, and I haven't really talked about it much yet, is our new sound system. So if you've been here before, we had a really old sound system and always had plans of updating it, but things have happened. You know, we've had unexpected hurricane damage. We've had all kinds of like unexpected incidental costs, repairs that were just not accounted for, but we were able to get it done. So got some brand new Danley speakers. These things are huge, they're badass. We got 4 on the tower side and 6 on the west side. Beautiful tower, all painted and rewrapped, looking good. Got all the concrete up here for the equipment done, which will clear out some space back there, you know, for the staging. All the asphalt is done back there where the cars stage and get into the water box. But yeah, it's like all this concrete here is new. You might have seen that in one of the videos already, but all this is new. All that's new there. Being that we have an opening in the gate here, and we're going to begin using these stands here for VIP ticket holders when we start doing VIP tickets at the big events like FL2K, Snowbirds, US Street Nationals, etc. We're going to look at possibly having a small VIP section here that you can come through that fence there and kind of just be right in the burnout box. So this will be a cool view. You get to feel the cars doing their burnouts and then watch them make a pass right from the starting line. Same thing on that side. That side we'll be able to put all of our equipment, so it's not in the back there like it used to be. All that asphalt's new and fresh. Nobody's even been on it yet, so it should be cured and in good shape, ready to roll, ready to go. We're gonna do all new speakers throughout the facility. I think Josh said we got 42 new speakers to replace those old microphone looking ones. Those things are pretty bad. They're just old. They've been here probably for 20 years. So we're gonna have all new ones. And these Danley speakers, they are no joke. They did a sound test and like kind of just showed us what these things are capable of a couple months ago, and we were pretty hooked. So this will be cool. And what's cool about this too, this will be tapped in directly to our PA system. So no more DJ overlapping the PA system and so on. So like if somebody's talking on the PA, that's what you'll hear. It'll interrupt the music if we have music or anything going on, commercials, etc. But yeah, we got 3 of these bad boys here. 3 down there. So if you're in the stands now, you'll be able to hear very well. And then throughout the property, we'll have 42 of those new speakers. So that'll be cool. We had a bunch of questions about, are we gonna do anything about these light poles? So the story with those light poles is, before, our scoreboards, the time clocks, used to be way, way high and didn't matter. When we did the Pro Superstar Shootout, one of the requirements, basically for safety, was to lower the scoreboards and move them further away from the track. They were really close to the track. And in doing so, you got these poles that, I'll zoom in, kind of get in the way of the scoreboard. You kind of got to like move your head sometimes to see them, depending where you're sitting. Well, we are well aware, and it is on the list of things to fix or things to do. However, budget constraints, time constraints, that's not something that's going to happen during this, summer upgrade phase that we're doing. But it is on the list, and it'll probably be the next major thing that happens. We just spent a ton of money. Things got kind of out of control. We did the whole buy once, cry once thing, and we went nuts. We weren't planning on moving those poles. We weren't planning on moving the pit gate so far down. So we spent a lot more money than we thought we would. And due to that, the poles will have a little bit more time in their current location. We do have all brand new light poles and light fixtures, but we need some more time. It's a big ticket item, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. So the other thing I mentioned in the last video, we had a couple problem areas in the track. The people who poured it, I don't know what issues they had or what their deal was that they messed up a couple spots. This is the main one, and it just was thin and was starting to show a lot of cracks. So we cut it all out and, cut out any part of it that was thin and re-poured it. So we got some fresh concrete. Wade, the track master, track prep guru. He's been a part of several track build outs and resurfaces. He was heavily involved in this and spec'd out the concrete exactly how he wanted, had it all poured in, and Wade himself and the guys are gonna polish this up and grind it and get it to have the texture it's supposed to have for, rubber to adhere to it, and also just make sure it's smooth. We've had to do patches before on this surface and the old surface, and you couldn't even tell. He did, a really good job. So that'll happen starting on Monday, and then they'll start dragging and rotating and, putting as much rubber as they can down on this. And at that point, the only thing we're waiting on is for those poles to move and our new entry road to be paved. So we're getting really, really close. Shout out to everybody who's worked on this and helped us out, and sponsors and vendors and all the local companies, all the people from the Freedom Factory, BMP, you name it. Josh for overseeing most of it. We're getting real close. We're also going to freshen up all these signs. So all of our sponsors that have signs, we're going to get some fresh ones for most of them, unless they're, relatively new. And we have a bunch of new ones going up as well. So we're in good shape. So save the date, September 6th, street heat. That's a Saturday. Gates will open, I believe, at 4, but you can check it out on our website. We'll run till 11. We'll do roll racing for the first 2 or 3 hours, then drag racing. Last time we did a bunch of upgrades and then reopened. We had an absolute banger. This place was packed, and we'd love to do that again. It's been like 2 or 3 months since we've run cars down here. So we are beyond excited to have you guys all out here, and looking forward to it. Hopefully the next video update is the last one. We'll get to show you our new entrance road. We'll have to do, so all new asphalt there. Obviously the fence, so we'll have a whole new fence line going all the way down to the Freedom Factory, and then our new ticket booth down at the end. So hopefully next video is our last one, our last update, and then we can get back to racing. So stay tuned. Appreciate you guys watching and following and sharing. And also, huge shout out to everybody. Got my 100,000 subs, got my plaque in the mail. Really excited about that. So thank you to everybody who subbed and watched and supported. And I know I'm not always consistent, but I'm really digging the YouTube thing. And as I can and I get more time and a little bit more help, I'll start posting more and more consistently. And I got something pretty cool in the works. So like and sub, and it'll be worth it real soon.